Hello and welcome to the update. I'm Michelle Stevenson. America's ambassador to the UN is warning Russia of dire consequences if it furthers its invasion of Ukraine. Vladimir Putin has begun sending troops into two breakaway regions in eastern Ukraine. Belinda Thomas-Greenfield has told an urgent meeting of the Security Council there will be a swift and severe response.
We must make it clear that an attack on Ukraine is an attack on the sovereignty of every UN member state and the UN Charter, and that it will be met with swift and severe consequences.
While Australian embassy officials have left the country as well, consular staff have actually been moved to neighbouring Poland and Romania. We're being warned of higher energy prices if that full-scale war breaks out between Russia and Ukraine. The escalating tensions are already affecting the global markets, with Europe's gas prices 3 times higher than this time last year. Today marks 12 months since the first rollout of the COVID vaccine. Now, it comes as Queensland looks to scrap most mask mandates from next month. While Victorian teens won't need to mask up from Saturday, kids will still need to do that though. Billionaire Clive Palmer has pulled out of a major speech. Now, that's after he was displaying COVID-like symptoms. It actually comes after he told a rally back in November that he wasn't vaccinated and he didn't intend to be. It says the WA Premier commits to 7 days of hotel quarantine once he returns from his court battle against Clive Palmer. Now, that's happening in Sydney. And even though the rules won't require it, he says he will commit to that hotel quarantine. And Australia will send a fleet of drones, choppers and planes to Antarctica to push back against Chinese and Russian expansions on the southern ice continent. Taking a look at your sport, Novak Djokovic has now returned to competitive tennis for the first time since being deported from Australia. And the MCG will become the first Australian stadium to be entirely powered by green energy. 100% of the venue's energy will actually come from renewable sources like solar and wind. In entertainment news, now Megan Fox has laughed off being called Machine Gun Kelly's wife. An announcer at yesterday's NBA All-Star game making the faux pas, they're actually just engaged. Rebel Wilson has been spotted rocking a pretty stylish workout look. The Aussie actress was all smiles as she walked out of a gym session in Beverly Hills. And Sex and the City star Chris Noth is back on social media. Now, that comes after weeks of silence following these sexual assault allegations that have been levelled against him. The embattled actor sharing 2 pics of his sons to Instagram. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update. I'm Michelle Stevenson.